Hi everybody, I'm Krystian.
And I'm Gereon.
And this is Trace 5. These are the secret games from the Top Cut.
The ones you didn't show you on stream.
Unreleased footage.
Unreleased footage. Rare.
Rare. Indeed. Uncommon. Okay, so Gereon, I think we've been a bit too much of a Doma fanboys.
Yes, yeah.
So we picked a different game from this time around. So now we're in the lower bracket.
Yeah, we see Chris again, which we had in the second game.
Yeah, Chris Dyer.
Chris Dyer.
World champion.
World champion playing against Brainstorm, who I believe is from Portugal.
A player that struck out to me. Like it was very interesting to see his games. He had some of his friends with him as well. They were cheering him on. It was a pleasure to watch them. So this is going to be a very interesting matchup. I have no idea what will happen here. I think I haven't actually been paying attention to this game. We're going to see Geist.
Yeah.
We as Germans, we love the Geist.
Yes, this Philip last year made the German Geist popular. I have no idea whether Brainstorm's deck is a variant of it. Or
it's the Portuguese Geist. It's a very different type of Geist.
I don't know how different this is from German Geist.
And of course, Chris Dyer on the left.
Chris with CtM.
So the Geist, whenever you use like a little trash can ability, you will draw a card. And CtM is
Trace 4 whenever you trash an installed cop card.
It's one of our competitive channels. Trace 4, not as good as Trace 5. Trace 5 is the best Trace. Many people ask us why Trace 5, and I always answer it's a good Trace.
It's a good Trace, yeah.
It's just a good Trace. You have it on what's the card again? The Nexus, Security Nexus. That's a good Trace there. Anyways, so Chris installs a thing and installs something in front of it, and Brainstorm pops the spy cam to see what's on top of R&D. Yeah. And apparently it's nothing, so it just installs a fall guy and discards an interdiction. Doesn't think that you will need an interdiction here. All right. Chris does mandatory draw, or maybe already did, and that's going to be a draw.
He did first. I think he's thinking about first click draw.
What is that card installed that you needed so much protection? I would think that you would try to rush out an agenda, but apparently it's something more important. And plays a hedge fund. Brainstorm draws. He draws more. And plays a spy cam and installs a Nobody's Home, I think. Is that Nobody's Home? I think it is.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the art, but possible.
Ah, there we go. The delayed score by Chris. Thought
the security,
AR security.
Yeah, which makes trashing even worse than it already is in CtM.
It goes together with CtM like peanut butter and jelly. It's now you get all the tags in the world when you trash something. Dean Lister.
Yeah.
There's always this discussion: is Dean Lister? That's his name?
I think it's.
Or is he a dean?
I think he is a dean, and it's not called.
And his name is Lister. Is Lister his first or last name?
Last name.
In that case, last name.
Last name.
Like Dean Steffens, Dean Majewski.
Mr. Phones.
Mr. Phones, the old artwork. Not a...
For old time's sake.
Grabbing awkwardly this huge cell phone that he has. And then Chris Dyer goes suddenly horizontally. He's like, okay, just all the 3 cards, deal with it.
Well, that's not surprising in CtM, right? Especially not when you have the security agenda out.
I mean, makes sense, because then suddenly it's like, I could see what these cards are, but if I trash any one of those, I will be in tag hell.
And it's we all know what it's going to be. I mean, it's just the daily business shows, commercial bankers groups.
It begins. It begins the pain. I can feel it already happening in my head. But something I find interesting: Brainstorm has the spy cameras installed, but he didn't pop them because I'm assuming he doesn't really have a good way to access R&D right now.
Yeah, so he saves them up for later.
I like it. It's a nuanced kind of play. Also, I think. He discarded the favors, or maybe he played it. I think he discarded it, right? Calling in favors. It's in discard.
I think it was a discard. Yeah.
That's weird. Maybe it's something that he wants to wait for. So now he pops it. He sees something on R&D. Draws a card because of it. First click to draw the card. So that's the amazing thing about Geist. He can do so many things because, you know, he pops a thing and draws a card and you think like, okay, he spent a click for it. But nope, that was just a thing that he did. Yeah. There's the turtle. Amakua going up. Grabbing some shell, dude. 2 credits. That's not a lot of credits. That's very few credits. But I think we will see more of Geist now that we have Red Tree happening. I was thinking about how the criminals can deal with the Red Tree, and Geist is pretty much the only good ID against it. Also, Severin. So
yeah, because
he checks
out. There's a jack out on sentries.
Alright, so Chris installs 2 cards in his scoring server, has a daily business show and a bankers group going on, so he can just filter cards that he draws into, and he gets a ton of money at the beginning of his turn. So that's a good situation for him to be in. The Brainstorm pops his spy cam, sees an IP block on top of R&D, nothing important, so he gets out the Street Peddler. Discards an interdiction. I'm kind of always fascinated when people discard currents. I think it's not a high priority, I guess, card in his hand right now. We never see what they have on cards, so whenever they discard something horrible, something valuable, you think maybe, okay, that's a bad idea, but you never know what they have on hand, you know. Just make sure that he knows what is on the Street Peddler before deciding to discard. The Breaker. What's the name of that breaker? Do you remember?
I'm not a criminal player myself. So
well, it's the destructible breaker that breaks barriers.
Graubar?
The Abnegale. No. It's the Abnegale version for barriers.
So what do we have? Lustig, Abnegale, and
this guy.
The
Anyways,
the third con man.
Yeah, the third con man breaker. That's right. So there was a Rashid that was fired on the Chris side. Oh, so what will he do now? So that the Rashida was inside the remote. So we have to assume this card in here is an upgrade. What kind of upgrade would he play?
Red herrings.
CtM red herrings, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe just a good old ash.
Is also an option.
Or maybe something crazy like what is it? What's the fat guy?
The one upgrade that CtM always plays is Mambot Virtual Tour.
That's absolutely that could be absolutely the case, and would make sense with Rashida as well. So if he wants to get in there and like big trash her, you get noped out. Install advance in that server here. You have to assume that it's going to be another score. And Brainstorm must be looking a bit nervous here. No big runs so far. Setting up his board state, and it is an impressive board state, we have to say.
Yeah.
Maybe he tries to get up his link a little bit. Now he gets two credits at the beginning of his turn with his contacts. That's great. So yeah, he has 2 links now with his console. That helps.
Triple advance.
Okay.
Sponsorship.
So, oh man, he will get the Rashida back. Another sponsorship. 2 Rashidas back. I don't know.
Calibration testing.
What? Nice. Calibration testing allows him to get another advancement token for 3 credits. So that means he basically...
Rashida, oh god, that's the loop.
And now suddenly he is at 4 points. And Rashida, another calibration testing back. So that's good. very interesting CtM build here. I love it. See, calibration testing also a card that kind of went under the radar. I actually use it in my cache refresh build.
I think it's pretty good.
It's pretty nice, yes.
In a pinch, paying 3 credit for an advancement token, clickless.
It looks scary. It's not great. No, it could be.
Could be anything. There was another remote.
Yeah.
Wonder what it is.
Okay, so finally, Brainstorm gets out his tech trader, which is something very important for Geist. I think he's not very happy with how long it took him to find it. So now he gets. There was a
source.
He could have installed that source to prevent fast advance, but there was no fast advance happening, so he decided to get the fall guy here. Oh, okay. All 3 Mr. Phoneses are doing some serious...
all the fall guys, all the phones. Wow.
But no, just one tech trader, though. All right, the Rashida fires. And Chris has to be happy with his board state. He's 4 points ahead.
Yeah.
He has all the money is happening. He has all the card draw with Rashidas and daily business shows. Things are looking good. Rashida with daily business show. Draw 4 cards and put one on bottom.
And then the mandatory draw.
Wow.
And he's got the beer.
Well, but you know, the beer won't win him the game yet.
Not yet. No.
He has also the calibration testing, so he could fast advances, or he could install advance and just go for the win, or just install and go for the win, right?
Yeah, that's also possible.
No, he has to install advance for the win.
But I mean, the sponsorships will be uncontested, so he can simply install advance. The beer, score it with the testing. And then get the testing back next turn, right?
That's true. There's something.
But
oh wow! He wants to make sure. So he installs another ice. Thinking about this a lot.
That could be the virtual tour.
He did not install the BL. He decided that it wasn't safe. Interesting. Fascinating. Okay, there's a second server here at the bottom. So there's 2 servers that we don't know anything about and a scoring server. And Brainstorm begins his turn with 3 credits, runs HQ. There's a Beal there. If he finds the Beal, that would be devastating.
Ooh.
Oh, but is this card that traces when you score?
Amani Sinai.
We have to read this. Yes, this is very complicated. I forgot the name of this card. Amani
Sinai, I think. Amani Sinai.
Amaretto.
No.
Amani Sinai.
Trace X. X is a number of advancement requirement of the scored or stolen agenda.
And Brainstorm sees exactly the thing that he doesn't want to see. He saw the hard-hitting news. He's at 3 credits. Ugh. Bad. So let's start running more. An Enigma. Yeah. Okay, but he pops the de-enlister to get Amakua up. So he can actually break it. But he needs 8 credits. He needs those. Oh, he gets the agenda.
Then Amani fires.
Amani fires, though.
So that's now trace 3.
No, 5. It's a good. It's a good trace.
It's a good trace. Yeah.
Yeah. He pops the nobody's home to bring it down to 0. Oh no! But it actually just prevents damage. It doesn't actually prevent tags. Pops back the
turtle.
The turtle.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good, Gereon. I don't think.
No. Very, very poor. Hard-hitting news. It's like Damocles sword hanging above his head.
Chris has to now decide: does he want to win the game, or does he want to tag Brainstorm first?
I mean, did we see if he has psychographics on hand?
That would be nice.
Because when he tags him,
then he could just play Psycho
for the win. Yeah, it doesn't really make a difference if you have 1 or 2 credits.
Brainstorm thinks about his last click. No, I guess he has 2 clicks more. Okay.
Is that apartment?
Apartment, yep.
Yeah.
And installs a
pull-up.
Pull-up on the apartment. Interesting. That's interesting. Oh, but he will now get tagged. Oof. It's gonna be
Kingdom Come.
There's going to be a lot of tags. I see a lot of tags. Our daily business show triggers. Chris. Oh, apparently a difficult one. Chris is really thinking about this. Giving a good old thinkeroony.
I think he drew the virtual tour now.
He has a virtual tour, and he has the daily
but
Beal.
But he will play hard-hitting this turn.
Yeah, there will be hard-hitting news for sure in this turn. But it has to be the last click, right?
Yeah.
So
well, technically, it doesn't have to be the last click,
but it could be.
It makes no sense to play it first.
Wait, did he just like install and play it? Or did he install something on the server? I think he installed something on the server, right?
He installed the ice in front of HQ.
And I think something in the server.
Yeah.
That because it would be crazy otherwise. Alright, 4 tags for Mr. Brainstorm. Let's brainstorm out of this one. Still getting the credits from Mr. Phones. I mean, he could pop all of the
Fall Guys to get enough money.
Yeah. Oh no, he's using 3 credit counters. No. Okay, he's thinking. He could just remove all the tags now. It removes 2 tags.
2 tags, yeah. Okay.
You prevent 1.
Forger.
Or remove with Forger. Has still more 2 clicks left.
And remove the last tag.
Has 1 more click left and 3 credits. That's good. That was an efficient turn. But now, of course, his... that's good.
Hopper. To keep his link up, yeah.
Yeah, because his link was now reduced because he trashed his console. But with the Hopper, he's back on track.
Back on 2 links, so the Underworld contacts do something.
But still, you know...
Yeah, but still broke.
Broke as...
Untagged, but broke.
Okay, so I think we're going to see a score here by Chris. He explains it, I think, to the judge. Because that was a bit of a complicated turn to remove 4 credits.
Yeah, but I think he played it clearly enough.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Alright, Chris installs something in a server. Yeah, he now goes for the win. Install advance. Come at me, bro.
Advance.
Oh, actually scores it. Huh.
Just regular 2-point beer.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
He said, now the trace begins. Ugh, no credits on Brainstorm's side, so he can bounce back the... He cannot prevent it with a Fall Guy either.
Yeah.
Oof.
And he gets back Rashida and calibration testing.
Oh, that's such a good combo. Oof. Brainstorm.
Yeah, stays poor.
He needs one hell of a break now to win, to turn this game around. Fumbles the card. Installs a...
what is that? I can't
it's the guy with the umbrella. What's his face? I always forget. This criminal guy that de-reses cards. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so now there's Rashida firing. So if Chris draws into the Beal, he can just win the game. Oh, I think he doesn't need the Beal. He has the Kitty there. And the Kitty will be fast advanced. And that's going to be the game.
It's game for him. There's even a Beal and a Kitty, yeah.
All right, sweet.
Wow.
Chris being an unstoppable force here.
Really, really unstoppable.
And Brainstorm tried a bunch of tricks, but it seems like his tech traders came too late. And he just wasn't able to apply any kind of pressure against
And he wasn't able to build any amount of tokens on Amakua.
No. And I really like the Amaretti...
Amani Senai.
Armadillo Senai. Those bounces were very, on point. Very hurt a lot.
Especially the spots hopper.
That was a really, twisting knife there. All right, guys, so we're going to move on. We're going to show you some more games that you haven't seen before, perhaps. So I hope you'll join us next time around. And as always,
hack the planet! Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
Shit on me.